I'm proud to tell you that this video is going to be brought to you by G Fuel, and in celebration of May, G Fuel is launching Anime with a ton of cool products specifically geared towards all of us who love anime, hence the name Anime. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Mobile Suit Gundam, Attack on Titan, and so many other series are available on the website in the form of energy formulas packed with all the vitamins that you need and just enough caffeine to get you going for your day, which most importantly, this cannot be understated. Unlike a lot of energy products that are out there is no crash and there is zero sugar. Two really huge selling points of why I personally support G Fuel. And they've even got energy themed hydration formulas filled with electrolytes. You guys have seen me with G Fuel before, either here on the channel with the affiliate promotions like this one, or you see me on my Twitter account posting some of the G Fuel products I own. I've even bought some for myself this month with the Dragon Ball Z strawberry hydration tub and the Sage Mode energy formula, because we're going into summer season, so I got to put in some long nights to get work for my editors for some of those longer lore videos that are coming. In typical anime fashion, I am going to need you guys to send me your energy by clicking the affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can buy whatever anime themed product you want. It doesn't have to be Naruto, it can be whatever anime strikes your fancy, and when you do so, make sure to use my promo code KAGE to get yourself a discount. During Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 10, we finally got the long awaited and anticipated battle of Sarada versus Hidari kicking off, which as we expected, it came with a lot of controversy that is sure to continue as this fight goes on. But one thing that really stood out to me personally as the chapter dropped was how it appeared as if Boruto and Kawaki, they were purposely being positioned to be on separate battlefields, with Kawaki rushing to save Boruto's sister Himawari, and Boruto currently trying to rest and suppress Momoshiki before he can go off to join the battlefield, likely Sarada's battlefield. But that's exactly why in today's newest Naruto Explained video, I wanted to talk to you guys about why having this approach before the moment Boruto likely shows up to assist Sarada in the fight, it has moved me from being firmly in the column where I am against the idea of Boruto assisting Sarada in a battle with Hidari to actually looking forward to it and thinking that might be the right cause, which I know that's probably a hot take based off of some of the comments I've seen since the chapters dropped, but it's my hope by the end of this video that I at least win some of you guys over to being open to the possibility of what might be coming down the pipeline. As a quick reminder, the second weekend of June, we're going to be dropping that 2.5 hour Boruto video on the channel. Patrons, they've had it exclusively for about 6 or 7 weeks now, and the editor who worked on it alongside me agrees that the last half of that 60-page script might be some of the best prose that this channel's done in terms of breaking apart the characters, interactions, and connecting a bunch of different pieces together. As long as nothing crazy happens with the Boruto chapter leaks, I will be dropping that on that weekend, so mark your calendar. So moving back to the topic at hand, longtime viewers, you know that I initially was not a fan of Boruto helping out Sarada in a battle with Hidari whatsoever, even though it was something that I said I strongly anticipated still happening, and it being something that made me sick to my stomach even thinking about it. The reason is that I took the stance I think quite a few of you guys share, which is, like you, I wanted to see Sarada get her first real solo fight where we see Sarada battle Hidari, so we can see where her Mangekyo Sharingan powers might be, but also see how much she's leveled up in the time since the end of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. However, after looking at the last chapter, I think you have an opportunity narrative-wise to still accomplish all of that without diminishing Sarada's character and making her look like the eternal damsel in distress that so many people feared that the story might do if Boruto steps in to save her. It really just comes down to how it's done, how it's executed. The execution is going to make or break this entire moment that we have here. Having one character step in to save another, it doesn't make them any more or less well received. Not in a series where it preaches the core theme of teamwork and us having multiple instances of a comrade saving another comrade. Sasuke saving Naruto from Haku, Naruto saving Sasuke from Orochimaru and Gar, Naruto saving Tsunade from Pain, Kakashi saving Naruto from Obito. None of those moments hurt the other parties involved because it lined up what we were always told to expect, which is you support your teammates and comrades in battle, no questions asked. As long as we have Sarada throw down with Hidari for a short period of time, ideally an extended period of time where she's either fighting alone or she's the main one taking charge in the fight, if someone like Konohama and Class Rep are going to be getting getting involved, you're still basically accomplishing the exact same goal. She's got her chance to shine, she's got her chance to be scaled and have her signature fight, and if the others jump in alongside her, you can upscale those characters accordingly. However, even if she's still being regulated as fighting as a part of a team, like how she and Mitsuki worked together to help in Boruto's battle with Shojoji, they fought together to open up the door for Boruto to fight out, and Sarada put together the plan to take down Boro. It doesn't really water down her character, especially when you consider that her goal wasn't to say defeat Otsutsuki. Her goal was to be strong enough that the next time Boruto had a major battle he needed to be in, she was strong enough to assist him, because she and Mitsuki did not like the idea of being left behind. If Boruto suddenly zips in with his flying Raijin after he stops hearing the voices in his head that are talking to him that belong to Momoshiki, we have the chance to accomplish something beautiful when it comes to the writing, which is we're seeing Sasuke's legacy at work here. Sasuke's direct legacy in his daughter Sarada. She by herself, whether or not she realizes it, she carries the direct hopes of the Uchiha clan by continuing the restoration of his honor, especially now that the whole world believes that Sasuke brought shame upon the Uchiha name by helping Naruto, the savior of the ninja world, helping his killer escape from the village. Sasuke, in the eyes of many, deserves death. Sarada enduring this storm and eventually helped play the role in making people see her father's innocence. It starts with this battle here. She's also Sasuke's legacy by being his only child, but that's a no-brainer. But Boruto, he might not be Sasuke's son by blood, but he is still Sasuke's second legacy, because he's not only Sasuke's student, but he's also the person that Sasuke gave his life to protect. Sasuke not only passed down all of his jutsu to Boruto, but he also gave him his will of fire by preparing him to be the next Shadow Hokage that protects the Hokage, basically be the shadow to the fire shadow. And his last words to Boruto were that Boruto protect his daughter Sarada, the person Sasuke believes was the other key to solving everything that was going on with Omnipotence, and that the destinies of Boruto and Sarada, they were larger than any of them realized. That all starts right here with Boruto going to the battlefield to ensure that Sasuke's primary legacy is still being protected. It wasn't by mistake that in chapter 4 Boruto 2 Blue Vortex we saw Boruto looking spooked at the sight of Hidari, and we saw that also familiar scene of the Chidori versus the Rasengan clash taking place. Boruto has shown the need to protect Sarada because it allows him to keep his promise to his sensei. The two of them fighting together as legacies of Sasuke, one by blood and one through the sweat and tears, to bring down the Ten Tails clone of Sasuke, is something that has all the makings to be good storytelling, particularly because Hidari does have Sasuke's chakra, and chakra again does contain genetic memories, so there is a possibility that the combination of Sarada, Sasuke's daughter, and Boruto, the last person Sasuke saw from Konoha, the two people that Sasuke was thinking about strongly right before he got turned into a tree, living in constant fear that Tobirama didn't get reincarnated as a woodcutter, it raises the possibility of a potential stirring up of something inside of Hidari when this takes place. Right now, Boruto, he is on the sidelines and shows no signs of being able to do much of anything, go much of anywhere anytime soon. And with a jutsu like the flying Raijin, he doesn't really have to be in the biggest rush because he can just teleport there, and he's being fed information on the battlefield as things are going on, likely by Shikamaru. The only real questions you have left are, does Boruto have a flying Raijin marker on Sarada or in her possession, which you guys know I've been saying for a while now. I definitely think that was the case well before he teleported to her at the end of chapter 5. And the other question is whether or not Boruto's going to be able to escape the curse that his own grandfather Minato had, where Minato was the fastest man alive, something Kushina can attest to, yet he was never truly on time when it mattered the most. He got to his wife a little too late and Kurama was extracted. He got to Kakashi just a little too late, and he'd already given Rin the Valentine's Day card, Chidori right through the heart, penetrating her, while Obito watched from a distance in shock at what he saw. He got to Kakashi just a little bit too late after Obito watched the girl that he loved get saved by his rival, and Obito ended up going splat splat because half his face was crushed in by a boulder. Hopefully Boruto's just a little bit faster than that, but assuming that he is, I think it lines up absolutely perfectly. Boruto has been trained in Sasuke's fighting style to the point where Sasuke's like, dude, you know all my jutsu, the only thing you need to do is train and you will be unstoppable. Very high praise. And Sarada, she's been training that as well. That added time that they have when they were teammates, that means they have the opportunity to adapt to each other's fighting style seamlessly as things are going on in the fight. You just don't need a one-on-one battle in order to properly scale these characters. You can look at different characters and weigh what they're doing in a team setting against other characters in that same scenario and still accomplish the same thing. It provides a very clear linear upscaling by giving readers a direct comparison all in the same battle. It's how you can look at the Madara versus the 5 Kage battle and you can get the determination that Tsunade with the Byakugo seal unlocked is the strongest of the 5 Kage. Cry about it, Raikage fans. Not my words, Madara said it. And Mei is the weakest of the 5 Kage. Nobody will debate that. You can also measure what you see against the other characters and you'd be able to see very clearly where Boruto and Sarada stand by looking at their scaling when they fight together. I think the other thing that we have here is that you have Boruto pulling up to assist Sarada. It allows for the two things with this character to occur. Two very, very important things. He gets to fulfill his promise to his master to protect his daughter while also seeing with his own eyes the capable shinobi who Sarada has become. Now, he already knows that Sarada is strong. He trusted her power enough to tell her, hey, just survive, like just stay alive. When those claw grinds were attacking and he didn't feel the need to go follow up on her in that fight. He trusted her power. He trusted that she would have progressed. Unlike Kawaki, Sarada met his expectations for how much she progressed. He never looked at Sarada and said, hey bro, do you even train? However, it's also worth noting that he is in the situation too where Boruto needs to see with his own eyes how far it is that she has become as a shinobi. At the end of the day, she is someone who aspires to be the Hokage and he aspires to be the shadow that protects her when she is Hokage. Boruto is always going to be there to assist her when it comes to a combat setting if a threat requires it. That is what he needs to see, the extent of his future Hokage's power, and she needs to see the extent of his own power because they are now joined at the hip in more ways than just their future roles for the village. One wanting to be Hokage, one wanting to be the Shadow Hokage. As long as it's not Boruto coming in before Sarada has a chance to really cut loose and she's outright deferring to him every step of the way, I don't really see a problem with this new generation of Uzumaki and Uchiha tag teaming together, working together to protect the village. I think it's the natural progression of where Naruto and Sasuke were. And I really think that when you factor that in and all the drama that the reincarnates of Asha and Indra had to see their children, their firstborn children after the cycle of hatred was broken, working together, I think that just makes it more poetic. Now, I know some of you guys are probably still going to disagree with me, and I'm always down to read disagreements. You don't have to be 100% in agreement with me. I don't particularly care if you disagree. Reading dissenting opinions is how we grow and learn things. I've had my perspective changed by reading some of you guys' comments before. The only thing that I care about is that you stay respectful in the comment section. Make sure to click here on the left for my new My Hero Academia video, or click here on the right for this Naruto Explained video that YouTube says that you guys want to see.